It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Got some pretty decent running backs.
LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteers offense takes the field. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Williams looking for a man. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Calls his own number. Turning on the Jets. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Now he's looking to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his spot. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The LSU Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Their opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive.
There he goes. solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out.
Oh, a lot of space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Makes a connection. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Finds his man. It's Hill. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip him in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Williams looking for a man. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Coleman.
Hey, quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged out of the air. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Now on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Concepcion. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on 3rd down. Pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. So here is the Tennessee offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hardy. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the BB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Williams will pass. He's got it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on the money. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on them. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this 1st half. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
And the Vols will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built a lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communicating communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Or will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Perry. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. It was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Power football with the run. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Volunteers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Concepcion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Vols will call on their punt team.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the defense got him at the 27.
And this offense, man, here in the second half, they give up another sack, and they're just not as crisp. Like first half, it felt like they were in a good rhythm. Nice job by this defense. After half, coming out with some adjustments that has confused this offense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Volunteers are rolling down the field. Handoff to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got him. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He'll set up to throw. He's got it on the run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run.
Touchdown, Volunteer! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Be one of them games. All fall to the end.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And and it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellows, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Running to Green. He's loose. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Shoot up a big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
The short hand, it's Green. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Winfield. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Coleman. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got a man. It's Horton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Going up top again. That's reeled in. It's Carter. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They want to run this quarterback. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. This offense had a really good opportunity here, and they just spit it up with the fumble.
And I'm so impressed.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look.
No, it ain't no fun. Ain't easy place. Look, you down way his head now. They weren't even going to go with that either, boy.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. On the move.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Smashes through the tackle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They're going to run it. Touchdown ball!
play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his... And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get that. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. The Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Now on the move. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
To try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.